Sunbaked yard lines, dust in the air. Every parking lot preacher knows the weight of that stare. Cold drink, hard seats, fingers crossed tight. 100,000 heartbeats waiting on the night. You can hear it in the silence before the first snap. Whole town leaning forward like the world on a lap. No room for excuses, no place to hide. It's hunger and thunder on the same damn ride. SECZN, say it loud. SECZN, stand your ground. SECZN, feel that roar. SECZN, beg for more. Chain gang moving like a verdict in line. Fourth and one, pressure turns steel into shine. Mud on the cleats, fire in the chest. Every broken place still brings out the best. This is tailgate testimony. This is Saturday to Saturday. This is blood in the promise and a long road to Monday. No room for excuses, no place to hide. It's hunger and thunder on the same damn ride. SECZN, say it loud. SECZN, stand your ground. SECZN, feel that roar. SECZN, beg for more. When the night gets heavy and the brakes go wrong, you don't flinch, you don't fold, you just keep moving strong. Let the doubt get buried, let the noise run dry. SECZN is the reason why. SECZN, say it loud. SECZN, stand your ground. SECZN, feel that roar. SECZN, beg for more.
Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SECZN Live on a Tuesday night. Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. How you doing? If you are partaking in the festivities, throw one back for me. Throw one back for me. Nick, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. That was a great intro. That was a fire intro.
Yeah.
You know, even though I saw the video like last night, that was a fire intro. It's a fire
We did some renovations around the place, man. We did a little furniture moving around here, just for, you know, just because. You know what I mean? So, man, we're about to get into. As you know, if you just now tuning in, man, if you just now joined, it's your first time watching. You caught a great time. We are on week 7 of our Fans versus Day series, where we take on the industry, because I believe that the fans of this game know this game better than the professionals, right?
Agree.
And it's my goal to prove that week in and week out. So with the help of you guys, we're gonna get into that tonight, right? So first and foremost, let's go ahead and check out who we have in the Keyboard Collective tonight. Man, we got my guy, Coach Sean. What's going on, man? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Mike McKinney, War Damn Eagle, right back at you, my guy. He said he thought a movie was coming on.
Yeah. Motion pictures around here, man.
Looks like job well done, man. Job well done. And then we got my guy Wade. Wade, man, if you're on that road, be safe. Of course, he's saying War Damn Eagle, man. War Damn Eagle right back at you, man. So with all that, with that being said, man, first of all, Nick, how you doing, man, on this holiday?
Man, I'm doing well. I can't complain. Everything's going great. Happy to be here. Ready to pick some teams. Hope everybody is having a great Cinco de Mayo. If you celebrating it, man, it's great. Can't complain, man. Hope everybody's good.
Have you had a cerveza today?
No, I have not.
I have not. Okay. Cool. Me neither. I might be saving it for a little bit later on. And you guys in the chat, let me know how you celebrating Cinco de Mayo. How are you bringing in this holiday, man? Are you under the influence? Have you thrown a couple back? So before we get into it, man, we always got to do just a tad bit of housekeeping, man. And so let's take a look at what we got here. First of all, if you guys missed Thursday's lunch breaks, 10:30, which comes on at 10:30 Central Standard Time every Thursday, Thursday morning, Thursday evening, however you want to call it, your lunch hour. Our last conversation was flag on the play. Can flag football be a path to the NFL? Can a player skip college football altogether, play flag football, and make it to the NFL? We had an interesting conversation about that, man. It was a lot of fun breaking that one down. I don't have this Thursday's lunch break episode ready yet, but it will be prepared and it will be a great one. I think I want to tackle that news that just broke that all the coaches voted on, man. Did you check that out? Did you see that?
No, I'm behind. What happened?
Yeah, so basically all the coaches voted on 3 points, man, and those 3 points were to start the season, basically start the season, end the season earlier, and so that the playoffs ends mid-January, right? Okay. This was what the coaches voted on. They also voted to get rid of conference championship games, and there was one other point that they voted on. But yeah, the coaches came to an agreement on that, man. We talked about that at some earlier dates, man. So that's gonna be interesting. I may do lunch breaks on that, but tune in Thursday and see if we break that down. But if you missed Thursday's lunch breaks, go back and check that out. Flag on the Play was a very, very interesting episode, man. I had a lot of fun doing that. Also, we're still doing Take 5. If you indeed want to be on one of these podcasts, but you don't want to go through the hustle and bustle of grabbing a microphone and getting in front of the camera and all that, all you got to do is submit a 5-second or less video to be featured on SECZN to the address right there in the top right-hand corner of the screen, info@SECZN.com. And we're going to compile those and make a nice little video out of them. All right? We're breezing right through these. And let's not forget about my guy, my favorite chef, your favorite chef, Kid Country, Adeline's, where we do it right. You see the ribs on the grill, man. If you want to eat good, go down there and check out my guy Edwin, man. I promise you, you will leave full and feeling good, man. Feeling good. What else do we have here? Well, Nick, what do you know? Something big has dropped. And that something big is the new morning show, Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, the pregame playlist, Monday through Friday. My guy Nick Frazier is bringing a different experience to the morning show. Nick, you want to tell them about it a little bit? Since you're here in the building, man, you might as well let the people know what you got going on.
Your morning, your sports, your playlist, the pregame playlist, a new morning experience is coming to your airwaves here on YouTube. Water Cooler Talk Sports, 2 hours, Monday through Friday, as we just stated, man. This is something different, something that I don't think It has happened on YouTube. And it's going to be a great time. We're going to talk culture. We're going to talk sports. We're going to play music. Man, we're going to have a playlist for you. We're going to have a pre-game playlist, for the show, man. It's a great time, man. So I want you all to join in and make us part of your morning starting June 29th, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, man. The pre-game playlist, your morning, your sports, your playlist, Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Man, for sure. And guess what? You may catch me on there some days, man. You never know. Might pop up early in the morning.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if y'all ready for Tez in the morning. I'm a bit unhinged.
This is good.
All right, man. So check this out. That is pretty much it for all the housekeeping news. I wanted to keep this short so we can get right into this week, man, because this is an action-packed week of football, week 7, third Saturday in October. You already know what game that means, but there's also some others that are going to be very, very interesting. So let's take a look at last Tuesday, which was week 6. We did our week 6 projections, and here's what we came up with. Let me see. Here's what we came up with. Right there. There you have it. So you can see it right there on the screen, man. Anything on there stick out to you right offhand, man, before we get into these rankings? From what we did last week, any of those stick out to you right off the rip, man?
I mean, nah, not really. I think we spoke about it. I think that was the week before we spoke about that. But nah, not really. Everything on here seems to be in place. I think the chat went with me on every game. I think me and the chat were 100% together on who would win these games last week. So nah, nothing really stuck out to me. I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, whoever that's exactly who I picked last week to win all those games. Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, LSU. Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss. So I'm not surprised by any of them, to be honest with you.
Okay. So was that like a little humble brag there, man?
I believe it was. And I take that. I will take it too.
So while I'm getting your opinion, man, I'm gonna bring up my guy. Ant is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to bring him up on here for a second so he can tell you what he thought about these rankings. Let's see if we can get him on this. Ant, can we hear you? There's a little... What's going on, man? What's going on? You celebrating early, man. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be celebrating the way people celebrate Cinco de Mayo on the road, man. You don't want to be out there doing that, man. Maybe a little later. Okay. Make sure you have some fun though. Get it in, right? But anything on this list stick out to you, man? You were here for week 6, man. Any of those week 6 games stick out to you?
Dang, man.
Is that?
It was going good until it was, man.
It's all the time. I think he got kicked out. Oh man, so yeah, I'm just looking at it, man. For me, I think I was on point with all of these too. I think I kind of agree with all of these too. I was surprised. No, actually, I wasn't. I picked Alabama to beat Georgia, all right, because history says that Alabama always beats them, so that's why I picked Alabama to beat them. With that being said, man, let's not hold the people, Nick. Let's go ahead and get into the ranking stage here. So give me a second to get over here, and boom, there we are. All right, man. So here we go with our ranking stage. You guys see the slate of games that we have. Boys, this would be the third Saturday in October, so that means Alabama, Tennessee, right? Alabama, Tennessee.
Yep.
That game is always third Saturday in October, so we're going to pick that one today. You got a big contest with Auburn and Georgia up there. We're going to pick that one as well. So Well, I don't think there's nothing much else to get into. Well, first of all, before we get into that, I do want to show the standings, where we stand right now. If you guys been following this series, you know we've been tracking the schedules that you guys have picked, and we've also been tracking the SECZN index ratings. So let's take a look at the standings real quick. Let's get this on the board. Boom. So there's the standings. As of right now, Texas A&M is. You guys have Texas A&M as the #1 team in the conference, undefeated. We have 4 undefeated teams: Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Georgia, and Auburn. Some of the surprises, of course, is Texas is down at the bottom. Florida, LSU is down near the bottom with only 1 SEC win. Now I'm not as big on Texas, right? So that's not. I don't know if I had them that low, but I'm surprised that a lot of people agree with me on that and are not feeling Texas despite all of the hype that you see in the media, man. Anything about the standings stick out to you? I know we talked about it before, but we're going to make it real quick, man, and move on a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's just the same thing. You know, you're looking at Texas being that low, trying to figure out where is that coming from. You know, like you said, I'm not big on Texas either. As well, LSU is still at the bottom, and even though they've kind of climbed up a little bit, as well. But I mean, me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: South Carolina at 7 is kind of surprising to me.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to understand the hype. You know, there's no shot at anybody, but I just can't. I just don't understand the hype right now. But that one is kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, that was. But they got that win versus Alabama, according to Keyboard Collected there. So
that's true. That is true. That is true.
That helped them out for sure. So, well, let's go ahead and look at the SECZN index, man. Take a look at that real quick. And there's the SECZN index from week 6. The favorite team of the Keyboard Collective through 6 weeks, Nick, is Ole Miss, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Ole Miss has the highest ratings. Georgia falls to number 2. Auburn's still top 5 at number 3. And again, Texas, 50% SECZN index, man. That means that 50%, they've on average, 50% is what you guys are giving them. Anything on this list, Nick, that you want to talk about or sticks out to you? Because this is a completely different list from the standings.
No, not really. I mean, it goes with what I thought about. Texas is still down there at the bottom. Basically saying people think Texas is half and half of the respondents are high on Texas, half are not. But South Carolina again, 68, almost 69% of the people are behind South Carolina. I honestly am still trying to understand that one. But yeah, those right now are the 2 that I'm looking at. I think LSU has a lot of talent, but I don't think a lot of people are feeling the coach there and stuff of that nature. And how is that going to, translate? But who knows, man. But definitely the 2, South Carolina and Texas. Man, half of the people are for Texas, half are against Texas. That's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, that was a little wonky there, man. I always like to look at the average versus SEC opponents compared to the rankings, and when you look at it, there you got one of the ones that sticks out is let me see, where is it?
Texas at 12.5%. That sticks out.
Yeah, Texas at 12.5% versus SEC competition.
Wow.
But they jump up to 76.2% versus non-SEC competition. All right, so that's interesting, man. So you guys are telling the story, man. And first of all, I want to listen. I appreciate you guys for doing this, man. This is awesome. This picture is getting painted, and the more and more we go through weeks, this will round out into something very, very interesting, man. So I appreciate you guys for doing this so that we can collect this data, man. And we can, like I said, I want to use my access to try to put this in front of the people that matter, right? Because they don't consider the fans, and I think that the fans should have a voice. So I've taken on that responsibility to try to get you guys a voice. So we're gonna do this one episode at a time, and one vote at a time. This is how we're gonna do it. So let's get that off the screen, man. Let's get into it. Let me see if we got Ant back. Ant, what's going on, man? You back in here, Ant? Maybe not. Okay. All right, so here we go. What we're going to do, man, is we're going to go ahead and get right into the first game, right? And the first game on this list is here's where we're going to go, Nick. We're going to go with the obvious one, right? Get it out of the way. And that is we got Texas A&M hosting the Citadel. I still don't know what the Citadel is. You know what the Citadel is, Nick? You know what the Citadel is located? Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest with you. Like, off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Me neither. All right, man. So you guys know the drill, man. All you got to do is type the name of the team that you think should win this in the chat, and you have to type it as it is written on the screen right there. We already got votes coming in for TAMU. I expect them to sweep this game. I'm going to go ahead and vote for TAMU in the chat. Nick, anything about this game interests you? I mean, I guess you could make up something if you want to.
No, I'm not. No, because I think that. Is that my bad? I was looking at the wrong game. Yeah, I'm taking TAMU to win this game. Yeah, and by the way, the Citadel is in South Carolina. It's a military college.
Oh, okay.
Is where it's located at. Yeah, nothing about this game interests me. I was looking at the other blue team that I want to talk about. We'll talk about them in a little bit. But no, Texas A&M should win this game handily and get through this week, hopefully without any injuries. Texas A&M wins big.
Yeah. And what's interesting about that, man? Let me see if I can put this up. If you look at how we've been trending here, Texas A&M is undefeated. So this win right here would put them at 7-0 going into the Alabama game. So that is very, very interesting. There. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to say about this game. I think that they washed the Citadel. I don't expect this to be a close game at all. So let's get back to the main ranking stage here. We got a couple comments. You got King Richard saying, hey, the Citadel is a strong, usually elevated fortress that commands and protects the city. Interesting.
Like a fort. Just like a fort.
So what's the mascot? So what's the mascot then?
I guess it's a Citadel. I guess it's a fort. You know what?
Are they just like a one? Are they just like a one? Is it just the Citadel? It's not like the Citadel. Anything else?
Let's see.
Let's see if we got it. Ant, what's going on? It says he's offline. I don't know. We'll get him in here, man. Are they? Do they have a mascot?
The mascot. They have a live mascot. It's a live mascot. It is a purebred English bulldog named Bullseye.
Wow. So are they the Citadel Bulldogs?
I'm trying to see.
I think they're just a Citadel.
I think they probably are just a Citadel because it is a military college. So
okay.
Or maybe they just adapted the bulldog to be their mask. I don't know. This is wild. I honestly don't. I don't know.
Mike McKinney says they're Batman.
Wow.
Because they protect the city. There's that.
Okay.
Oh man, that's funny.
Take this as you will. Take this as you will. This is from the Citadel's athletic page, citadelsports.com. But this is from 2006. This is from 2006, right? It says that at the time, the name of the mascot, his name was General. And he became the first live mascot to live on the Citadel's campus. General comes from a long line of Bulldog. He came from a long line of Bulldog royalty. He is the nephew of Uga 5, the former mascot for the University of Georgia.
Really?
That's according to them. Now this was back in 2006. This was back in July of 2006. but it says that General is the nephew of Uga Five, and his other relatives include the Bulldog representatives from the United States Marine Corps and Mississippi State.
Wow, that's amazing.
So-
Man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like if the Citadel was a good team, that'd be like a badass name. If you just go by the Citadel and then like you just kicking
Citadel.
it. Like
Citadel, that's what I'm talking about.
I think we should change it to just change Auburn's name to the Plains.
Yeah, that's funny.
Nah, they don't have the same ring.
That does not have the same ring, but it's funny though. It doesn't have the same ring though.
But I tell you what, man. Let's see. King Richard says that the abbreviation is El Cid. That is interesting. That's interesting.
It is interesting. Yes, it is.
Auburn says it's full Bulldog royalty.
What it says. That came from the CitadelSports.com back in 2006. That's where that came from.
Yeah, that's interesting. You learn something every day, man. Learn something every single day. So I already went ahead and put Texas A&M on the board with their win, with their 100% SECZN index already set up there. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next contest that I have here listed, and we're gonna make it interesting, man, because I think we should, right? So let's go to Kentucky, Oklahoma. Right, Kentucky, leaving the confines of Kroger Field, going to take on the Oklahoma Sooners. This may be an interesting game. I'm not sure. You guys know the drill. Type the name of the team that you think should win this contest in the chat. I'm going with Oklahoma, man. I think Kentucky is going to be a much better team than a lot of people think. I just don't think they're going to be good enough to beat Oklahoma in this game in Norman. So I'm still going to go with Oklahoma in this game. Anything on this game, Nick? Or Ant, if I got you in here, anything on this game?
Boomer Sooner.
That's hilarious.
Boomer Sooner. Oh, man. So, yeah. Nick, you got anything on this one, man?
I think Kentucky's going to play a lot of teams.
Kentucky to win this game.
I think Kentucky's going to play a lot of teams close this year, and I think they're going to win some of those games that they play close. I think this is a game, at halftime in third quarter, and then after that, depending on what happens with Kentucky's offense and what they do, and if the defense can, get a couple of timely stops, this could be an interesting game, going into the fourth quarter. But I think Oklahoma finds a way to pull it out. But I think this is going to be a very exciting, close game. Closer game than what people think, the same way that you feel. So, yeah, I'm with it, man. I got Oklahoma to win, but Kentucky's going to be a very exciting team to watch, and it's going to be in a lot of close games this year against teams that they play.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't see them beating Oklahoma. I do think they're going to be a much better than last year, specifically on offense with what they brought in the portal and with Will Stein coming in and bringing in that system that he used at Oregon to success offensively. I think he's going to definitely. I think that's definitely going to have an impact on them. However, I just don't think they're going to be good enough to beat Oklahoma and Norman. And it looks like the chat agrees, man. So I'm going to go ahead and slide Oklahoma over here with their 100% SECZN index rating. All right. And we're going to move along. We're making great progress, man. Making great progress on this game, man. So, with that being said, we have a couple chats. Everybody's voting. We got Bama Hater 94955 in the chat. He says, I'm whispering if Bama drops one to Kentucky or FSU, they will have 2 losses by week 6.
I agree with that.
That's interesting because Bama Hater, I don't know if you're new here, right? If you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But we have them with 2 losses through week 6. The Keep Up Collective has voted that they will have 2 losses through week 6. 1 to South Carolina and 1 to Georgia, which would be their week 6 game. So you kind of on point with that. He says if material is not on his game, KY can pull it out. Yeah. Yeah, KY
Whoa.
out is a wild phrase. It's, that is, yeah. I get what you're saying. I totally agree with you, though. I totally agree with you, man. But we got that 100% SEC index on the board, man. we gonna. He says I'm new. He said I would definitely subscribe, man. Hey, appreciate you, man. Hey, tell a friend to tell a friend, man, because we have a lot of fun around here doing this, man.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that's one for the books, man. That's one for the books. I may have to save that comment and make a whole short out of it.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Funny,
man.
So we're gonna move along, man, because it looks like these have been pretty easy, man. Now I got one game that's gonna make you guys think, right? We're gonna go somewhere and make you guys think, because I'm always trying to trip you guys up a little bit. And so with the third game, we're gonna go with Arkansas at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's the battle of the bottom of the conference is what we're looking at if the Keyboard Collective is correct, right? Now this is an interesting game, man. How do you guys see this game going? Man, this is a tough one to pick, man, because I don't know what I'm gonna get from Arkansas, right? Out of all the teams that got new coaches, I don't know if any team has like more turnover on the coaching staff than them. Like this is a completely different Arkansas football team from what we saw last year.
Very true.
Completely.
Very true.
So I have no idea what Arkansas is going to bring to the table. I like Silverfield though as a coach. I just don't know how early he can get this thing to rocking and rolling. So I expect this to be one of those 50-50 split games, man. Oh, man. I'm going to go. This is tough. I kind of just want to take the cop out and pick the home team. But I'm gonna roll with Arkansas on this one, man. I'm gonna put Arkansas in the chat. Again, just type the name of the team you think is gonna win in the chat. It'll register on the screen there. Nick, what do you think about this one, man?
This game is gonna go either one or two ways. This is gonna be a very close game. It'll be, and when I say very close, it can be two different ways. It's very close. It could be a very close bad game, or it could be a very close exciting game. Or Vanderbilt's gonna blow Arkansas out. And the way Vanderbilt blows Arkansas out in this game is because Jared Curtis is better than what we think he is.
Right. Right. He is their wild card.
He is. Because when you look at Vanderbilt still has a running game. They still have Junior Sherrill at wide receiver. They still have they still have another guy at wide receiver that's coming back. I can't remember his name right now. The defensive side of the football, they still have some guys over there on the defensive side of football, even though they lost Randall Fontenette to Colorado. They still have Martell Height at cornerback. They still got some guys over there that can play. Now, we question about the depth of the offensive line for Vanderbilt. We don't have like 8-9 offensive linemen on the roster or anything of that nature. So what do they do, in this, end of spring, summer thing area of trying to go out and potentially sign some guys in the portal that can come in and be a part of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if something they do. But you have Cedric Alexander at running back. You have Junior Sherrill at wide receiver. If Jared Curtis is as good as advertised, of what people are saying, if he's as good as advertised, Vanderbilt has an opportunity to come in here and blow out this Arkansas team, especially when you have Jerry Kill and Tim Beck at the helm on the offensive side of the football. You know what I'm saying? And known to sculpt and tailor offenses around. So I'm taking Vanderbilt to win this football game.
Okay. I mean, hey, like that's not a bad pick, man. One of the reasons I think I went with Arkansas is one of the things you said. Their offensive, the line depth. In a Week 7 matchup, I think that's going to come into play. And behind that offensive line is a freshman quarterback. Now, again, like you said, you come out and this dude may be Joe Burrow. We don't know. We don't know what Jared Curtis is going to be.
True.
So,
True.
man, I picked Arkansas for that reason alone, man. But I wouldn't be mad if this game could go either way, man. Looks like a lot of people are leaning towards Vanderbilt taking this game, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making their way over to the win column. Any other points, man, while we getting this all set up about this game?
The percentage on this one is actually surprising. I was expecting this one to be probably way more closer to 50-50, not 75% Vanderbilt. That's low key kind of surprising to me a little bit, because I was expecting this to be more 50-50, more down the line 50-50 than 75-25 right now. So, man, no love, no thought, no nothing for Arkansas. Dang, Arkansas, bad days in Arkansas and Fayetteville.
I think Auburn dad said, "Yeah, me and him, I'm the ones picked Arky."
Dang.
And we got King Richard in with another fun fact. Does anybody remember the video game First and 10 on Super Nintendo? It was the first video game to have high school, college, and NFL on it. They spelled Vanderbilt.
Wow.
That's interesting, man. That is interesting. I don't know if I remember that. I don't remember. I don't remember that game. I remember. I don't know if I played it. I put it to you like that. So yeah, we got them up there with that 75% SEC's index. At home, Vandy taking this thing, man. And again, like I said, we're making pretty good progress here. So we're gonna move along, man. We're not gonna, because we got some games that may take a little time. So the next game on the list, guys. We're gonna go with another interesting one. We got Missouri traveling to the Grove to take on Ole Miss, man. Now this is another interesting one, right? Because all Missouri does is just win games that you don't expect them to win, and they lose games that you expect them to win. So this is one that's a little bit, maybe a little bit tough to pick. I'm gonna go with Ole Miss, because that's who I think will win this game. But if I'm not mistaken, I think this would have Ole Miss undefeated. Per the Keyboard Collective. We can check that in a second. But I'm gonna go with Ole Miss, man. You guys tell me who you think is gonna win. Again, you just joining us. All you gotta do is type the name of the team that you think is gonna win in the chat, and it'll register there. We can collect the data from it. Nick, anything on this game?
I got Ole Miss winning this game, and I got Ole Miss winning this game because of defense. I think Ole Miss will have a better defense in this game. I think both offenses will be able to score in a manner that should be, that should be comparable. You got the top two rushers in the SEC coming back in Q1 Lacey and Mar Hardy, so they should be able to run the football. They should be able to throw the football down the field as well on the offensive side of the ball. You got the previous quarterback that was at Ole Miss, who was named the starter last year, got hurt, and then the guy that's at Ole Miss now is the quarterback taking his spot. So the quarterbacks probably more than likely they will X each other out. Even though I think a lot of people are going to give the edge to Trinidad Chambers for what he did last year. But when you look at the defensive side of the ball, man, I'm giving the edge to Ole Miss on that end, and I think they end up making a play or two when it's down on the wire or close to win this game at the end. So yeah, give me Ole Miss to win this game.
Okay. Yeah, I believe in Trinidad Chambers. Like I said, I think he's the best returning quarterback in the conference. That's one of the reasons I went with Ole Miss. But then at the same time, you do have Ahmad Hardy returning, the SEC's leading rusher. So there's that, But like you said, Missouri lost a lot on that defense. A lot of those
Yeah.
household names that made a lot of plays last year for them are now playing on Sundays. So, yeah, I'm taking Ole Miss to win this game. Looks like 83% of the people are saying that Ole Miss walks away with this game. And again, if you're just joining us, all you got to do is type the name of the team that you think is going to win these matchups in the chat. It'll register here live on the screen, and we'll collect that data, man. So let's see what the Keyboard Collective is saying about this. King Rich is saying, "Hey, I say Ole Miss, but something tells me Missouri will upset them." Yeah, that's what I was talking about when I first started talking about this game. Like, this feels like a game that Ole Miss should will very, very handily. But it also feels like one of those games that you look up and Missouri wins by 7 points. And Mike McKinney said it might be a revenge game for the quarterback, though. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it may be something there with Austin Simmons going to Missouri now. He may be trying to get some get back from his former team. However, I just don't think it'll be enough. I don't think it'll be enough. So I went with Ole Miss on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put them over there, man. And we're gonna get that one on the board, man. I think you guys are doing great, man. I really do. All right. Let's see. Let's put Ole Miss over here with a 83.33% index. So we're just gonna say 83.3. So yeah, 83.3% SECZN index, man. All right. So we got that on the board, man. So we're like at the halfway point during this thing, man. And I want to, while we're here, I want to take the time, man, right here, first of all, to thank each and every one of you for participating. Also, remind you, if you're in the chat, like the video, right? If you like the content, like the content. It helps us out a lot. Go ahead and like the content. If you this is just a reminder, go ahead and give you a couple seconds to like the content. Also, if you are new and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can participate in all this. And as well as, if you think you're subscribed, do me a favor and check, because YouTube has been doing some crazy stuff where they're unsubscribing people randomly from channels. So this would be a great time for you guys to go check and make sure that you are subscribed. And if you're not, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also, lastly, if you got here kind of late because you didn't really get the notification, make sure you hit that notification bell. If you hit that notification bell, it'll tell you exactly when we go live, and you can tune in from the very beginning of the show. And that way you won't miss any picks, right? So if you guys can make sure those things are done for me, I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate that. Yeah, and also, while we've taken a break, I do want to tell you about what Nick's got going on, man. Over on Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Nick, some people may be here now that weren't here in the beginning when you talked about this. So go ahead, man, and let them know what you got going over there around the Water Cooler Talk Sports Network.
Yeah, Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. People have been asking Nick, when you gonna do it? We want it. We want it happen. We want to see it. Well, guess what? It's here, ladies and gentlemen. A new morning experience is coming to your airways and to your YouTube feed and YouTube screen, man. The pregame playlist, your morning, your sports, your playlist. This is a different experience that you have not seen anywhere on YouTube, man. We appreciate the 2-hour morning show. This premieres June 29th, 2026, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, man. We'll be talking sports. We'll be talking culture. We will be playing music, man. We want y'all to come be a part of it, man. Make us part of your morning routine. The pregame playlist on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We're going to have a great time, and we want y'all to come have a great time with us as well, man. Make sure that you tune in for that, man. We will be coming June 29th, 2026, man, is when it will be premiering. So, man, we want y'all to be a part of it and make us a part of your morning, man. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. The pregame playlist, man. Water Cooler Talk Sports Network.
Already, man. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be there. You know, if I may be on there a couple times, I'm gonna be in the chat, man. I'm definitely gonna check this out because I'm excited about it. So you guys make sure first of all, go over to Water Cooler Talk Sports and subscribe, right? And that way, you don't even have to remember the June 29th date. You'll just get a notification when Nick goes live at 8 o'clock in the morning. So that way, you don't even have to try to remember the dates and all that good stuff, man. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few of these chats real quick. We got Ant saying, "Hey, I think."
Hold up! Wait.
Okay.
I'm sorry, dude. You the last comment. When you get to it, I'm gonna ask a question because I think I know who that is. But go ahead.
Okay. But yeah. Ant saying, "Hey, I think Mizzou can run the ball a smidge better." And Mike McKinney returning and saying, "That's an old school word, Ant. Smidge." Yeah, this is a tad bit is what it means. And then that comment that you're referring to is here, says, "Fellas, check me and the legend from Paul Feinbaum on our Paul Feinbaum show on our podcast, Fanatical Podcast. Check out past episodes, especially Bama Haters' favorite episode, the episode after 38-3. Man, that is a
But you know, I'm gonna make a guess, Bama Hater. I'm gonna make a real guess, and if I'm correct, you gotta subscribe to this channel, SECZN. You gotta go subscribe to Water Cooler Talk Sports and hit the notification bell over there, and you gotta go subscribe to Auburn Addicts as well. If I'm correct on this one, Bama Hater. If I'm correct,
okay.
Is this Jerome? Is Bama Hater Jerome?
Okay.
Because if it is, ladies and gentlemen. If Bama Hater is Jerome, he gotta go subscribe to Water Cooler Talk Sports. If Bama Hater is Jerome, and he gotta go subscribe to Auburn Addicts as well. He already subscribed to his SECZN.
Yeah, he says he's already subscribed.
Is Bama Hater Jerome?
Bama Hater, reveal yourself.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, if this is Jerome, ladies and gentlemen, this is royalty in the chat, and this is amazing.
Yeah. If it is, man, I even if it's not, I appreciate you for being here.
That's what I'm saying.
If it is,
even if it's not,
I appreciate you even more.
I'm just
That
saying,
would be
even if it's
an honor
not,
to have you in here in the chat, man.
we appreciate it
with us.
But if Bama Hater is Jerome, ladies and gentlemen, this is epic for at SECZN's YouTube channel. This is epic. This is epic. If Bama Hater is Jerome, that's all I'm gonna say. Hopefully he will. Hopefully if he chooses to do that.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, man. He says he says, "Hell no, Jerome is a Banner fan. I'm not Jerome. Jerome's my favorite caller. He quit Feinbaum show after Nick left skid marks on McFarland Boulevard."
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
But still subscribe to all those channels. Still subscribe to all those channels.
Come back to me because I know exactly who this is. Because the face is I know exactly who this is. When you said that something just popped in my head.
He says he knows Jerome personally though.
He does. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Then Auburn Dad says, "Bama Hater, you're in good hands, man. I miss calling the Paul Feinbaum show." Yeah, man. So why we try to decipher the identity of Bama Hater, who has a awesome name there. I love that.
Great name.
Yeah, great name. We're going to go ahead and move on along, man, and get into our next game because I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. He says he's known on Feinbaum and Jocks.
Yeah, I know who this is. I think I just said the wrong name. I know exactly who this is, but for some reason I can't get the name. Go ahead, Ted. It's gonna pop in my head. Don't say anything. Don't say anything because I am going to get this. I'm going to get this. Don't say anything. I'm gonna get this because just give me 1 second.
Okay. So we gonna move on to the next game, man, and go ahead and get our picks in. The next game that we have on the list is Mississippi State traveling to LSU. Now, it looks like we already had some people vote a little early, so we're going to reset it so that Mississippi State gets a fair shot. But we got Mississippi State taking on LSU in Baton Rouge. This is an interesting game because I think if you watching us, you know that we've said before that Jeff Lebby's team is going upwards, right? That team is getting better progressively year after year after year. They're getting better. You also know, if you listen to me, I think that Lane Kiffin's got to prove it first. I think the expectations at LSU are through the roof, and it may not come out like everybody thinks it's going to come out. With all that being said, man, I'm going with LSU to win this game at home in Baton Rouge. I think that's a tough task for Mississippi State to go down there and get a win. And Nick, they released a video of Sam Levitt. He's running pretty fast.
Doing what?
He was running pretty fast on the broke foot.
Y'all believe that if y'all want to. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all believe the Sam Levitt hype if y'all want to.
Do you think that was AI?
It wasn't Sam Levitt. I tell you that much. I tell you that. Man, Sam Levitt just no.
Shout out to Lane Kiffin for using AI on the Sam Levitt video, and I know you watching this, Kiffin. So shout out to you, man, on your using. What did you use to make that video? Was it VO3, Seed Dance? Which one did you use to make it look so lifelike?
It popped in my head. I got it. Bama hater is JK. I knew it started with a J. It wasn't Jerome. It was JK. If it's JK, Bama hater, shout out to you, my guy. If Bama hater is JK, I got a feeling I'm right on this. I think I got it right. I think I got it right this time.
I believe you, man. I believe it. Well, he's saying that it wasn't AI. It was an LIE. That's what it was.
That's what I said. I'm with him on that one, bro.
Oh, man.
Sam Levy got a broken foot in the middle part of the foot that don't work. Like that takes a long time to heal. Come on, this man had surgery in what, October, November, and you telling me in 6-7 months he is already ready to go? Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Oh, yes. That is a little unbelievable, man. But hey, they released a video, man. They said he was running like 20 miles per hour is what the little thing said.
That's even more of a lie. You know what? Didn't he just get screws taken out of his foot like 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was recent.
Come on.
It was definitely recent.
Come on, let's stop it, man.
But I mean, even with all that news, man, it's 100% LSU in the chat. Nobody has faith in Mississippi State, and I don't think that this is a wash game, right?
No, I have faith in Mississippi State. Y'all know.
Right.
I think Mississippi State is going to be a good team. What was Mississippi State's problem last year? Mississippi State's problem last year was not being able to finish games and stop other teams. You had a 21-24 point lead against Texas at home, but your defense couldn't hold up late in the game and get a stop to where you were able to win that game and have a solidified win on your schedule as a head coach for Jeff Lebby. You didn't have that. You could have had that. You could have had that. And guess what? You didn't do it. And so what you do, you go out and you go get Zach Arnett, who does not have to be the head coach, who doesn't have to do head coach things now. All he has to do is just be a defensive coordinator and just worry about defense. You look at what they brought in on the defensive side of the ball, and they brought in some depth and they brought in some more experienced guys on the defensive side of the ball. Kamario Taylor at quarterback is going to be perfectly fine under Jeff Lebby's system. You still got Fluff Bothwell back there at the running back position. You still got Anthony Hill at the wide receiver position. Hopefully the offensive line grows and gets better this year as well, even though they lost a couple of guys on the offensive line, but they did bring some guys in. I believe Mississippi State will play this game close. But LSU's going to need a win. Like we said last week, LSU at that particular point in time was going to have to get a win to correct the season. And I think by them doing that last week, I think they get on a roll and they get another win this week against Mississippi State. I don't think they go out here and just blow them out. But
no, me neither.
If we just who wins the game, I definitely have to go LSU to win the game.
And just playing in Baton Rouge is a tough win to get, right? It just is, man. And to your point, let's take a look at LSU and where you guys have them through these 6 weeks. And let's see. Yeah, so got them at 3-3 so far. So this Mississippi State game is a game that they absolutely need to win. According to you guys, this is a game that they absolutely is a must-win game for Lane Kiffin and the LSU Tigers. So they definitely would need this one. I don't know if this season for them is going to go exactly as everybody predicted so far. But I do smell a couple of losses early in the season. Like I said, that Clemson game, I know a lot of people, don't believe that Clemson can beat LSU early in the season like that. But, hey, man, those week 1 games are, I'm telling you, they're a little tricky. And then maybe that Texas A&M game, too, is going to be a tricky one for them. So, I think either way, this is still going to end up being a must-win game for them. But I'm going to go ahead and put LSU over here. I already did. I'm going to put up there 100% SECZN index, man, on the board, man. And, yeah, there you have it. Got that on the board. And let's take a look. He says, wait a minute. Ant's in the building. I think he is. Let me see if we got him. Ant, what's going on?
Yay!
There he is.
Yeah, it took forever, but we got him.
Yeah, he says he broke a bone in broke a bone in your arch is hard to heal. Have you done that before? Ant?
Yes.
Broke that bone before?
No, not in my foot, but
Yeah, it is tough
I know
to heal.
somebody that did it.
Yeah, it is tough to heal, man. And you know what, man? I apologize. I forgot about. I noticed. I forgot about your new avatar.
Wow.
Yeah, let's get you up here, man. Let's see if we can find it. I don't know. I gotta find it, man, and put it up there. I probably don't want to do that while I'm live. Try to search for a file. So I get it on there for the next
It's
episode.
late now. It's late now.
Yeah, man. So let's take a look at this comment right here, and this is Bama Haiti said you're correct, Nick.
I had a look at that. I knew it started with a J. I just said the wrong J name. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I knew it started with a J.
And he said,
JK, man.
Yes. Look, Paul Feinbaum legend, man. Legendary caller there. Hey, it's an honor, man. Listen, it's an honor to have you here, man. So I appreciate you for tapping in. Man, hey, tell some people about us, man.
Yeah, I just went over and subscribed over to the Fanatical Podcast. I subscribed from Water Cooler Talk Sports YouTube channel, and I subscribed from my personal YouTube account. So yeah, man. Shout out to JK, man. I'm definitely gonna go over there and watch some of y'all content over there, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be doing the same thing, JK. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. As soon as I get done with this, I'm gonna make sure I subscribe over there, man. I appreciate you for joining us, man. But he says, he says you want to hear him shut Legend down and hear some comedy, some preaching, and check out Bama Hater's favorite episode on the Fanatical Podcast. So, yeah, you guys go over there and check that out, man. Go over there and check it out for sure, man. Again, we have a SEC fan legend in the chat, man. I am honored for that. So I appreciate you, man, for tapping in with us. With that being said, I got LSU up here with their 100% SECZN index, and that means that we have to move on to the next game, guys. And the next game that we have on the list is Florida, Texas.
Ooh, this is a good one, man.
Traveling to Austin, Texas, to take on the Texas Longhorns. Week 7. Now you got the Fighting Arch Mannings in that $1 billion roster that they put together down there in Texas, taking on the Florida team, who's got, of course, a new coach with John Summerall. But they do return one of my favorite SEC players in Jaden Ball. Got some new pieces, particularly the wide receiver room. The quarterback situation is still, in flux, I would say, because I saw some graphics where they ranked quarterbacks in Florida's graphic still had a slash, like it wasn't a definitive quarterback there. So of course they'll have that figured out by week 7. I hope. But this is a road game mid-season. I'm taking Texas to win this football game. In a good game though. I don't think this is gonna be like a blowout. So I'm gonna take Texas to win this one, man. What you guys got on this game?
I mean, yeah, I agree with you, man. I feel as if Florida does hand the ball off to Jay Bob, it gives them an opportunity to shorten the game and have an opportunity to win the football game as well.
Right.
As people know, bro, I'm not an Arch Manning. I'm not an Arch Manning guy. If you watched us long enough, you know that I'm not an Arch Manning guy. If you watched us long enough, we talked about it over here. We talked about it on Auburn Addicts. We talked about it on Water Cooler. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't. But when I look at the quarterback situation for Florida, I think Florida has the answer. I don't know if they're going to go to it early enough to where Tramel Jones has a rhythm. By the time he gets to a game like this, he'll be settled in and knowing what he needs to do. Because I think Philo is probably going to get the nod to start at Florida. Man, Kamani McLean, like I've said this, I think Kamani McLean is going to be a preseason all-SEC pick on the defensive side of the ball as a defensive back for Florida. I don't think Florida's defense has taken that much. They lost some guys. Don't get it twisted. You lose Tyreek Sapp, on the defensive line. What's my other guy? He just got drafted. Caleb Banks. You just lost him. Yeah. Things stuff like that. But you reloaded. You had some talent. They had some talent behind those guys that was ready to rock and roll and go. Man, Florida can win this game, bro. They can.
They could.
If Jones is given the nod early enough to go in there and be comfortable enough with what the offense is asking him to do. Man, there's a lot of hype around. There's a lot of hype around Texas. There's a lot of hype around the quarterback. They already trying to give him the Heisman Trophy again. I don't understand why. The offensive line is still a problem. I think they have a good offensive lineman. I don't think they have a good offensive line. I think Gooseby is going to be a day one. I think Goosby's going to be a day one draft pick for probably next year in the NFL draft. Things of that nature. Yeah, I look at it. I still think Texas win the game, but I think they win the game for the simple fact because I think the right quarterback that should be playing would not have had enough time to get acclimated to the game speed of the game and enough time in the offense and real game situation in order to go into Texas and get a win like that. So yeah, give me Texas to win the game.
Okay.
God, dog, Nick, you saying Fallon gonna be booted? Marcus saying Dave gonna be booted? Well, y'all, we just booting people around here.
Oh man, I gotta go with Texas on this one. It's a home game. Ant, what do you think about this game, man?
It won't be like last year, Texas. I mean, for all the reasons Nick just said, for real, I don't think Fallon's gonna be the answer at Florida. And if they do change him, if you change him after the Auburn game, you might have a chance this game, but I don't think they'll do it. I think it'll probably be after game 5, maybe.
Okay.
And, if you put Jones in after game 5, like Nick said, he ain't gonna have time to really catch the speed of the game for real. Not this early. So, yeah, Texas.
Okay. It looks like 85.71% of the people in the chat is going to go with Texas to win this game. So we went ahead and put them on the board, man. We're going to put their SECZN index at 85.7% there. There we have it, man. Let's take a look at a few of these comments real quick before we move on to the last 2 games, because these are probably the games that you guys want to you guys really want to vote on. Um, let's
Games of the
see.
week.
Let's see. We got my guy JK saying, "Hey, I know it's SEC versus ACC, but what do you guys think about FSU in T Town?" Um, you know what? You know what? That is, I love that question because we track the results, and I can tell you
We
exactly
did.
what I think about FSU and
Yeah.
T Town. So let's take a look at it. Um, looks like the people think that it's going to be a win. 60% of the people voted that Alabama would beat FSU in T Town. Now, personally, I think that it's going to be a very, very close game. I did predict that they win this game too, JK, but honestly, I got them losing to Kentucky. I think I may be one. Well, now I'm not one of the only ones because they barely. There's only 55.6% of the people picked them to, beat Kentucky. But I do think that they get revenge here against Florida State at home. I don't know, Nick. Nick and Ant, you wanna expound on that a bit? What you think about that one? I know it's kind of going back, but
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a good game. I think losing your offensive coordinator, at the beginning of the season. I mean, at the
yeah,
beginning before spring practice is a major part. So now Norvell has to go back into calling plays, and that is different. There. I saw somebody in the chat. I think it was Mike. Mike McKinney said about Ashton Daniels, who's now the starting quarterback at FSU. How does he, how does he look as a veteran guy? Is he dynamic enough to go in there and get a win on the road for Florida State? What does Florida State defense look like? But you also got to look at Alabama too, man. Alabama is going to be breaking in a whole new front seven on the defensive side of the
facts.
football, bro. A whole new
Facts.
no returning starter on the defensive side came back for Alabama. They're going to be breaking in new guys. I think the secondary is going to be fine for Alabama. Dijon Lee, all those guys, Keenan Sapp, all those guys will still be there, so they'll be fine there. New quarterback that you're breaking in for Alabama, new offensive line. You still got your receiving core there. Are they going to run the football? Who knows? I think this game is just as 50-50, 55-45 for FSU to go in and win because of the way the rosters are set up. But
Right.
man, that'll be what, game 3? That was a week 3 game if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah.
Right.
Alabama will be coming off the road from playing Kentucky at Kroger Field, and we all know what it is to play Kentucky at home,
Right.
even when they're not a good team. Yeah, man, I think Alabama does get the win, but I think it's a close game too. I think it's a close game.
Yeah. Same way. I echo that 100%. And you got anything on that one before we move on to
Nick,
the next game?
yeah, Nick took my point. I think the coordinator change might hurt FSU. So I think I had Bama. I think I had Bama winning.
Yeah. All right, man. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to one of you guys' favorite games. We're going to go to Athens and go ahead and get it out of the way, guys.
Athens.
Yeah, man. We got, hold on, let me reset this because I know you guys are quick to vote. Well, there it is. So we got Auburn.
Oh, we were going to Knoxville.
Auburn is traveling to Athens, Georgia, to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm telling you right now, I'm voting for Georgia. So I'm sorry, I'm voting for Georgia to win this game. And I'm not hoping that Georgia wins this game. I hope they don't even show up. But I just think that at this point in this season, that Georgia wins this game. I don't know. Well, I still think it's going to be a close game. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I still think it's going to be a very, very close game. Um, However, here's what I want to do. Um, for this game, I want to unveil just a new feature here. And I didn't do this the entire time because it takes a lot to get this pulled up. But we've been working, right? And we put a satellite in the sky, believe it or not. A satellite in the sky. We got with Elon Musk, we got with Blue Origin, SpaceX, NASA. Had some talks with them. We were able to put a satellite, a SECZN satellite, in the sky. And this satellite allows us to track games, right? And hopefully, if it's working properly, this will be a good experience. So let's take a look at last year's matchup. Give me 2 seconds. Which took place on October the 11th, 2025. And you guys can tell me what you think about this game while I get this pulled up. But yeah, October 11th, 2025, between Auburn and Georgia. And of course, like as soon as it's time to unveil some new stuff, it doesn't work.
Man.
Well, it works, but it's just taking a while. Let's see here. We got Auburn of course, that game was at Jordan Hare. And let's see. So we can get this on the screen real quick. You know, satellites are wonky, so let's see what we got here. Boom. Nope, that is South Carolina, right? See, I told you, it is not the easiest thing to set up. But let's go ahead and 1 second here. Yeah, this is supposed to go off without a hitch, guys. But of course, there's always gonna be hitches in life. But you just got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing forward. All right, that is the main thing here. And now, yeah, we can't get it on screen. So let's see. Let's update it. Boom. There we go. Last year's Georgia matchup, right? Pulling this from our SECZN satellite. We see that this game was not as like it's a 20 to 10 football game, but statistically, Auburn, of course, lost the turnover battle by 1. But it was pretty evenly matched outside of the passing yards. Of course, we know that Auburn couldn't pass the football. Do you guys expect this game to look different from this year?
No, I don't. Here's the reason why. When you go back to 2023, this game has always been close, right? Let's just take a trip down memory lane when we look at these games. 2023, Auburn played this team at home, and what was the difference in that game? Brock Bowers on 2 drives to end the game. 7-point win for Georgia inside Jordan Hare Stadium. You go to 2024, right? 2024, Auburn goes on the road to Georgia. And going into the fourth quarter, Auburn is running the football effectively against Georgia's defense. Effectively running the football against Georgia's defense. But you come up with, and I think Auburn was only down by like 11 points. It was an 11-point deficit. You have the ball on like the 39-yard line. It is 4th and 2, and your head coach at the time sees that the play is being changed and does not call a timeout to get the right play that will benefit the team in order for it to be beneficial for the team, in order for them to get a first down and potentially go in and score and make that game potentially a 4-point game with Auburn playing only down by 11 inside of Georgia Stadium. You go to last year, like you just spoke about. Auburn is up 10-0, driving the ball
Right.
down the field. It's on the 1 yard line,
Facts.
by the way, and it's about to score, but fumbles the ball, and
Mm-hmm.
that changes the entire momentum of the football game. And that
The
changes,
entire
and
football.
as we all know, about Auburn's football team, it could have it last year's team. It could take a piece of hay just hitting one part of the stack, and the team just breaks down and they can't recover from it. And you end up losing that game 20-10. Auburn has in the past 3 contests that Auburn has played this team, and even in Brian Harson's year that he was there, they played them pretty close. Even though sometimes the score did not basically tell you that they did. Auburn always plays this game close. They do. The problem is they can't finish the game, and they've never finished the game when it was right there. Now, does Coach Golden come in and bring in an attitude of being able to finish the game and doing some things that are in game that will in game adjustments that can possibly make a difference? Yet to see. We know what he did at Tennessee as offensive coordinator. We know what he did at USF. His 3 years there as the head coach with Joel Gordon and those guys. So, as Auburn fans say, it's yet to be seen of what he can do at Auburn. So, I don't expect this game to be any different than what we've seen the past 3 seasons from Auburn playing Georgia. The question is, can Auburn finish the game in the fourth quarter? That's what we want to see. Me personally, I don't know yet. I don't know. And so I'm going to err on the side of caution and see. And I'm going to pick Georgia because, in the words of Ant, Georgia is what he's called unreliable majority of the time. And even though I have my thoughts on Georgia's football team the past couple of years and them not being as dominant as they're portrayed in the media majority of the time, they do end up finishing the game. They do end up finishing games that they're in majority of the time and getting those wins. So until Auburn does it, then I see it. I believe it. If they do it, if Auburn can do it consistently, like you look at the Tennessee game, right? You look at the Baylor game, which is a very big game for Auburn at the beginning of the year. You look at the Florida game, which is going to be a big game. If Auburn can find a way to win those games, I'm more inclined to change my pick at that particular time to Auburn. But right now, I'm picking Georgia to win the game.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm going with Georgia as well, man. I'd say this, man. Just looking at this, I feel like if this defense holds Georgia to 79 yards rushing, then this version of the Auburn Tigers will win this football game. I just do. But I think that their offensive line is probably going to be a little bit better. I don't know if that's necessarily a thing that we can accomplish, and I think that their defense is going to be better than they were in previous years. So maybe that repeats. If we double their rushing yards, I don't see. Again, I didn't see how we could lose it last year, but it's just tough, man. You double a team's rushing yards and you lose a football game by 10 points. It's crazy, but I picked Georgia. I put Georgia in the chat to win this game. Ant, what you got on this one, man?
I think that Golders makes a phone call to the last coach that beat Georgia. He got 2 weeks, not 1, 2 weeks to get ready for this game. Mine's coming off a bye week, right? He talks about situational football. I think that them 2 weeks, Auburn pulls off the upset and beats Georgia for the first time in over 15 years.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. And look, in the chat, we got 71% people voting for Auburn, 25% for Georgia to win this game. Yeah, well, there you have it. We got to go ahead and put them on there. Like I said, I don't think that that's gonna happen that way.
I hope I'm wrong. Like I hope
do.
Auburn
I
wins this
hope
game.
I'm wrong about this, but listen, when the people speak, I listen. We gotta put Auburn over there.
I mean, Georgia is over-reliable. I mean,
yeah, that is true.
It was kind of hard for me to make that Auburn pick, but I just think though, like if you give him 2 weeks to prep for this game, bro, I really think he can scheme something up to pull it off. And I think the defense is gonna be different than last year. I think Durkin might have like even in the first four games, 5 games, four, how many of them we played before the break? I still don't think you see all of Durkin's defense. I think he saved some for the Georgia game.
So does this game being in Athens not matter at all to you guys?
I mean, going off what Nick said, if you think about Hugh Freeze's first year, if you score on that drive on the 4th and 2, you kind of change the momentum of that game. And you probably...
That's Hugh Freeze's second year. 2024.
Well, second year. My bad. Yeah, his second year. So, I mean, I feel like you might change the momentum of that game, and you might actually will win that game. I mean, Auburn's been close every year. Like, it
That's
only
true.
takes
I can
one
do that.
thing, and it's like, opens the game up for Georgia. I mean, I don't think this team, I don't think that's going to be the... I think the identity, it'll be changed by the end. I don't think that happens.
Yeah. Hey, and Mike McKinney's coming in and saying, hey, it was not just us voting this time either. You're right. It was Alabama fans in here. I saw Coach Shillen vote for Auburn. So yeah, you're right. I can't be mad at that. You guys know that, like, I don't want you guys just to pick Auburn because you're Auburn fans. I want you to pick the team that who would you bet your money on? Right? But you got Auburn up there, 71 point, 43% SEC's index there. And let's take a look. This comment, he says, I think Auburn is going 9-3 or 10-2. Georgia will fall to Auburn. Auburn quarterback is the X factor. And that, we talk about Byron Brown a lot, and he is the piece that we haven't had, right, in terms of quarterback play within the last 4 to 5 years. Auburn has not had quarterback play to match his output at what he was able to do at USF. Can he do that in the SEC? I think so. A lot of people, we've heard we've all heard it. Oh, it was AAC football and all this, and it's like, yeah, but he's still a big key. It's not like he's gonna get smaller in the SEC or slower like that.
Question is, could this be the Miami game from last year for him?
I hope not.
But you have no what?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I get it, but the difference is your line should be better. Your defense should be better. You know what I'm saying? That should be able to keep you in the game.
Yeah, it should. It should. I mean, talking about Byron Brown also gives us an opportunity to show off another feature of the SEC satellite. That's our player tracker. So let's see if we'll pull that up. We got young Byron Brown there. And this is his 2025 stats. Again, threw for 3,100 yards. Now, the rushing stats aren't on there, but over 3,100 yards, 28 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 66% of his passes. This is the stuff that the top quarterbacks in the SEC are made of from a passing standpoint. If you take these numbers and you transplant them into the SEC list, he still finishes near the top, right?
Yeah.
If you're big, if you are an Arch Manning fan, you should be a Byron Brown fan. As a passer, because statistically, as passers, they are about the same. They put up about the same. So there's that, man. We've already got Auburn listed to win there, and I just want to. I do got to show you guys what we got building for the Auburn Tigers, per you guys, and it is so far undefeated season. Coming off the bye week, you guys predicted this win for Georgia, and then. We got a slate of games in LSU, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Mississippi State, and then Alabama, of course. it's very much shaping up like you guys are going to pick Auburn to go undefeated this year. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that plays out, man. But I love it though. I love it though. With that being said, hey man, we got to move on. I know you guys would love to sit here and talk about Auburn all day, and I would too. But we got another game to pick, man. We got another game to pick, and that game is the bad guys down there in Tuscaloosa taking on Tennessee. And let's go ahead and get them on the board. And you guys hold off on your votes right quick while I get this on the board. I know you guys are itching. All right, yeah, there we go. We got Alabama going to Knoxville, right? Raucous environment. Now, this was a game that last year they were a pick six away from, like a pick six turned this entire game around.
It did.
It was a very, very competitive football game up until the pick heard around the world. Now this year this game is actually in Knoxville.
Yep.
Right. And it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be 100,000. It's gonna be a ton of orange. The orange so bright that you can hear it.
That's good.
Both of these teams, however, have some questions at quarterback.
Very true.
You know, Tennessee, of course, with Aguilar's situation, with him not being the starter, they got questions at quarterback. Then you got Alabama, who's, you know, have two quarterbacks, but I don't think anybody knows who's going to be the starter, right? You got Austin Mack, Keelan Russell in there. I don't think that Alabama will be able to beat Tennessee if Alabama cannot run the football. I'm going to repeat that. And I'm going to repeat it every week that they play a football game. If they cannot run the football, if they come out again and they cannot be physical and run the football, they are in trouble in a lot of these football games. I saw a video where Joe Klatt said something similar. There's a lot of pushback from Alabama fans, but it is the truth. Like, if they cannot, listen, if you cannot be a physical football team and run the football, it is tough for you to win football games. It just is. Especially in this conference. Especially in this conference. And especially if you don't have a Ty Simpson at quarterback. Right? These guys at quarterback are going to have to be Ty Simpson or better if they can't run the football. Right? So this is a tough game to pick, right? Because I everything is saying like Tez picked Tennessee. But I do have a bit of respect, and I know you guys probably gonna eat me up about this, but I do have a bit of respect for Kellen DeBoer and what he's done in the SEC so far. He's beat the teams that he's supposed to beat, and you know he struggled in some games, sure, but who hasn't? I gotta go with the home team, man. I gotta go with the home team to win this game, man. I'm gonna go with Tennessee. And I'm not. And I know it looks like I'm disappointed, but like I like to be right, and I'm not as confident in typing Tennessee in here as I feel like I should be. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick Tennessee. You guys got anything on this game? I know you do.
Yeah. I'm picking Tennessee to win this game as well. I look at the difference. What is the major difference in this game? And where's the advantage, or what could the advantage be? Let's say quarterbacks out of it, right? I think most people will probably give Alabama's quarterback room a slight edge over Tennessee's room, even though Tennessee, the two guys that are fighting for the job,
but the entire room can't play.
I get it. Even though one of the quarterbacks for Tennessee is a 4-star and the other one was a consensus 5-star. You look at Alabama, they have one that was a 4-star and one that was a consensus 5-star, and an Elite 11 winner. I still think people will give Alabama the edge at quarterback in the room. Fair, whatever. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. When you look at the rest of the roster, offensive line play, I'm giving Tennessee the edge there. Running back, I'm giving Tennessee the edge there. Wide receiver, I'll probably get at Alabama. Let's get to the defensive side of the football. I
Right.
think I'm giving Tennessee front seven, and I would give Alabama the edge in the secondary. But when you get to coordinators and who's calling the plays, Jim Knowles is now the defensive coordinator at Tennessee, and
That's
he
very
brought a
true.
couple of guys. He brought a couple of guys with him that has been in the system for at least a year. Uh, to come and play with him at Tennessee, and the fact that Tennessee was able to get Aaron Carter back out of the draft process as well. Tennessee on offense is going to be who they are. Last year, Tim Banks was the
Right.
defensive coordinator at Tennessee, and he did not do a bad job. It was just in certain plays of the game to where they just didn't make. It wasn't a play made, that could have helped them, win a football game. Tim Banks is now on the defensive staff at Auburn in that situation. And you have three former defensive coordinators on the staff at Auburn. But Jim Knowles is one defensive coordinator that has won a national championship with a team within the past three to four seasons. Highly respected guy in college football. I think that's where the difference is. And when you're looking at games like this, you got to find an edge somewhere, and where the edge could be. And I'm gonna give the edge to Tennessee's defense right here. Rodney, I got Rodney Garner, defensive line coach at Tennessee, was at Auburn.
Right.
He's still at Tennessee. He's a great recruiter and he's a great developer of talent. And you add Jim Knowles in there as a defensive coordinator. Yeah, man, I think Tennessee wins this game for one. I think their defense overall is better, and I think the home field advantage is going to give them the edge as well too. So give me Tennessee to win this football game.
Yeah. Ant, you got anything on this one, man?
Rocket
Ant.
Top, Tennessee. Huh? Rocket Top, Old Tennessee. I think that this game will not be close as everybody think it's going to be. I think that
Wow.
Tennessee's front seven will dominate this game and put Alabama under a lot of pressure. If you're one dimensional against Tennessee, it's going to be a long day for them. Very long day.
Looks like we lost Ant.
Goodness, come on, Ant.
But man, I mean, what he was saying is spot on. Like you can't be one dimensional football team, and I think like, man, if you're really a football person and you're an Alabama fan, you got to be honest with yourself. If this team does not come out and play a physical brand of football, there's some losses on the schedule. It
Yeah,
just like I don't. For one, I don't think Alabama. I ain't gonna say Alabama. I don't think a lot of people give Ty Simpson as much credit as he deserves for what they were able to accomplish last year with this football team with absolutely no running game. I just don't. Um. So, man, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put Tennessee over here, man. Let's see if we get Ant back. I'm gonna go ahead and put Tennessee over here. Give me a second. And they are. So we got 75%. 75%. I thought it'd be closer than that, though. Is that surprising to you guys? Is it just only 75%, or I thought it'd be closer?
yeah, I thought it would be. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I thought it would be closer than that too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought it'd be closer, like 50-50.
Yeah, I thought it was a 50-50 split in this game. Um, so I'm gonna put them over there. And there you guys have it, man. There it is. Week 7 in the books. Uh Anything on this list stick out to you guys, like we always do about this time? What about this list do you agree with? Do you disagree with? Some of these games are a little bit too close, maybe not so much. I know the Auburn Georgia one. I think I know that's probably where all of us would go. What are you thinking, Nick?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go. Auburn, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. I thought would be a little bit closer. Um, you know, Yeah, that's where I'm at on now. Yeah, yeah, those are the two. That's it. That's it. But it is what it is, and I like it because guess what? It comes from the chat. It
Yeah,
comes
it
from
comes
the
from the chat.
keyboard collective. And shout out to them, man. So
Yeah, shout out to you
can't be
guys.
upset
For
about it.
sure, man. For sure, man. And the beauty of this is they have to play the games, right? So we're gonna have an
They have to
opportunity.
play the football
And
game.
we're tracking all of this, so we're gonna have an opportunity to compare this against what actually happens, man. And that's the beauty in doing these and doing this show, man. So we have that there. I'm trying to get some updated. I want to get you guys the updated SECs and rankings real quick before we get up out of here, just so you guys can see where everybody stands. And I'm interested myself with some of the games that were picked. And we got Tennessee. Let me see. I'm just got to add Tennessee to this so we can do some calculations here. Man, any do you have any guesses, Nick? Do you have any
Yeah.
guesses
Yeah,
where?
Georgia has dropped. Georgia has dropped. Auburn, like I thought, Georgia has dropped significantly, especially against SEC opponents. Texas has probably risen because they had an 85% this week. So Texas is probably hitting at 69, closer to 70%. Auburn is probably number one. No, they're not. Texas A&M was number one, so Texas A&M is probably still number one. Auburn is probably number two, somewhere between that 2 to 3 range. And Vanderbilt is now not at the bottom. Arkansas is now solely at the bottom of the rankings. If I had to pick, and Alabama probably has dropped 1 or 2 spots.
Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the actual schedule rankings here, and this is through week 7, you guys, with the games that we just picked. And yeah, there you have it. So now we have 3 undefeated teams so far, with Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Auburn being the only undefeated teams in the league so far. We got Georgia dropping that game to Auburn, so they had to drop one. They get a loss. Texas, like you said, Nick, Texas moves up, right? LSU climbing up in there too. They were near the bottom. Anything about the rankings that stick out to you, man? The standings.
No, these this is not what I was speaking of. I was speaking of the next slide that you're gonna put up.
Okay.
But yeah, I was speaking of the next slide when we talk about the percentages. Is what I think is gonna happen. So I'm interested in seeing that. This one, yeah, Texas move up. Okay, LSU moving up. Okay, Alabama's still kind of the same. South Carolina's had a bye week, so they didn't really move. Yeah, Arkansas is now the bottom team in the conference now. It was Vanderbilt, if I'm not. No, Vanderbilt was not. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
So, my question to you is, how accurate do you think that will be through week 7?
I think you know what the funny part about it is. This is exactly how it could potentially look. It could look like this. I'm not saying it will, but it could look like this. To where you have one of those teams that you're looking at, like LSU, Texas, Alabama, that's low on the total poll, and not where you think they would have been preseason. So it's a possibility that it could look like that.
Yeah. It could. It very, very could. We don't know. They gotta put the chin straps on, man, and play these games. So we have no idea. Long gone are the days of teams being favored in every single game on their schedule. That no longer exists in college football anymore, I don't think, unless you play in a different conference. But here's the rankings that you were referring to at first there, Nick. You got the SEC's and index rankings. So this is the percentages compiled that you guys have voted on. And Ole Miss is holding on strong at 90%. So Ole Miss has been the favorite team. Surprisingly, did you think that would happen when we started doing this? You think that through week 7 that Ole Miss would be the team that the Keyboard Collective has the most confidence in?
I thought it would have been one of the ones. I thought Georgia would probably be at the top. But I thought Ole Miss would have been one of the top three, at least, based on what you saw from them last year and what they got coming back. There's a lot of faith in Trinidad Champions, and I think a lot of people are overlooking the fact that they have a really good defense as well, led by my guy Eccles on the defensive line. So I think they would have been one of the top three. I didn't see them at the top. I thought Georgia or Texas or LSU or Alabama probably would have been somewhere up there. But Ole Miss at the top. At the top, yeah, I didn't see that one coming, but I definitely thought they would be in the top three or four.
Yeah. That is very interesting, man. I'm just taking a look because this is we just calculated these, so this is my first time seeing it as well. One of the things I don't know, the people are more confident in LSU than Texas.
What is Texas? Texas is what, 59? No, 69? I can't see.
Yeah, it is 56 point. I think it's 56%. And then you got LSU at 66 percent basically. So that was actually an interesting one, man. With all the preseason hype, I thought that these two teams would be a little bit higher, but I thought that I think that's an interesting question. Who do you think? I know this is a collective, but nationally, who do you think people have more confidence in out of those two teams? Because they're both receiving a lot of hype. One for the coach and one for the pieces that they put in place and acquired.
Nationally, I'd probably go Texas. Probably say Texas.
Probably Texas. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there you have it. You got Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Auburn, Tennessee, Georgia, Oklahoma, South Carolina's still there. South Carolina's still there.
Yep.
Hanging on at number 7. And Vanderbilt, Arkansas bringing up the bottom of the conference with Kentucky, and Florida, Mississippi State there. So this is you guys' confidence level in these teams, man, through week 7. So take a look at that, man, and you guys tell me what you think about it in the chat. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I mean, if you do agree, great, because you voted on it. If you disagree, then probably should have voted for another team. Just kind of the way it works. Yeah, this is interesting, man. Like this is good stuff. This is interesting. I can't wait till the season starts so we can compare this to what actually happens, and especially on the game by game level, because there are a couple 100% out there that we voted on that I think are going to be extremely close games that deserve to be 50-50 games, and vice versa. It's probably going to be the other way around too. It's going to be some blowouts that we picked to be close games. So there you guys have it, man. Listen, this has far exceeded my time schedule that I had allotted for today, so we got to go ahead and make a move to get up out of here, man. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys take this in for a second. All right, you got it? You got that mental picture? Cool. All right, now let's go back and look at what we did this week. You see that? All right, that's where we are. You guys taking that in? Awesome. And we're going to go ahead and hit the eject button tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys. And as we always do, we got to cue the outro, man. Let's do it. And as I always say about this time, I appreciate each and every one of you for joining us, man. You could have spent your Cinco de Mayo anywhere else, but you spent it with us. So that was pretty cool, man. I appreciate you guys for that. Always a pleasure, man. 2 things before I get out of here. One, we redecorated the place. You guys, let me know what you think about the new furniture. Right? You can drop that in the chat. You can tell me either if you tune in Thursday, or you can still drop it in the chat. Let me know what you think about the new digs and some of the new things we're trying to incorporate around here. Let me know. Also, I have a very big request from you. I'm gonna make a graphic for this because this show is dedicated to the Keyboard Collective. these 16 these weeks of games are gonna run out soon. We're on week 7, right? We'll be at week 13 before you know it, picking the SEC champion before you know it. And we're gonna have some space in between that and when the season actually starts, when we actually do our classic rankings. You guys let me know what type of data you would like me to track, right? Let me know what would you think that we should vote on that we can track. And not necessarily just like these surface level things, but like let me know some things that you want to see me try to make happen. It's a great time to do it now because that'll give me time to kind of get it set up in place, work out all the kinks before it actually gets started, man. So yeah, you guys do that, and then if you have any suggestions, you can type them in the chat, or you can send an email to info@SECZN.com, and we'll try to make that work. Just trying to get our content schedule together so that everything works seamlessly. Once we get done with the Fans versus Dave series, we can move right into something else. And I don't want to just speak for you guys, right? The channel is dedicated to Keyboard Collective, so you guys let me know, what do you wish for me to track when it comes to SEC football this season? What you guys are thinking, that would be great. And that's pretty much it for me, man. Like I said, I appreciate you guys all the time for joining in. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with me. And that's it, man. Nick.
Yo.
I think the people know what you got going on, but let's tell them again what you got going on around the cooler, man.
Yeah, Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. You can catch us Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays as of now. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. That will be changing. Starting June 29th will be Monday and Wednesdays around the cooler. And then, of course, new show coming to the network, the pregame playlist, Your Morning, Your Sports, Your Playlist, will start June 29th, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, man. This is a morning show, man. We're gonna have a great time, man. We're gonna talk about culture. We're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk music, and we're gonna play music. So, man, we want y'all to be a part of that, man. We want to be a part of your mornings. We want you to make us a part of your mornings, man. We're gonna start that June 29th, 2026 over on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. It's big. It's something that we'll be doing 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2-hour show. So, man, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their cousins and then tell their friends to come check us out at the pregame playlist. A new morning experience is on the way. This is something different that I don't think we've seen on YouTube, man. So I'm excited about it, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us as always around the Water Cooler on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man.
For sure, man. Yeah, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Water Cooler Talk Sports. The Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. And check out all the content, man. You know, go back and watch some past episodes and, you know, prepare yourself for what's to come with the pregame playlist. That's going to be a lot of fun, man. And in the words of King Richard there, if you haven't done it yet, hit the like button and share the video. Right, man. Right. Yes. C. In honor of Cinco de Mayo, C. Yeah, go ahead and like that video. See what I did there? Good. Go ahead and like the video, man. Subscribe to the content if you're not subscribed, man. Tell a friend. And yeah, that's it for us, man. As always, it's SECZN, and we out. Peace.